All right, guys, we are here for my weekly What Sold video. I'm going to share with you what sold for me across all of the platforms that I sell on. I'm going to tell you how much I sold each item for, as well as share numbers at the end to tell you how much profit I made this week. These videos should help you to see what's currently selling and for how much, although my business model might be a little bit different than yours, but hopefully I can help you. So if you haven't yet subscribed and you are a reseller, whether you're part-time or full-time, please consider subscribing down below. I do what sold videos, thrift hauls, and thrift with me videos. So hopefully these videos can help you to make more money in your business. Let's get right into this. I'm going to go through a couple platforms and then I'll kind of address my thoughts, what I want to do moving forward with my business, and all of that. So I guess we'll just start with Mercari because we're here. This was so cute. It was a Disney Parks rain jacket. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet because some of my thrift haul videos, I'm starting to schedule them out a little bit further so I can kind of be like ahead of the game a little bit, not be rushing and like filming it Tuesday morning to put out during the day Tuesday. So this might be in an upcoming video. I just can't remember at this point. But this was a Disney Parks size small rain jacket. So if this was a larger size, I definitely would have kept this because right now I just use the ponchos. And so this is like a snacks, like all the Disney snacks you can see on there. This was so cute. Somebody offered me $31. She said she's going in a few weeks. So of course I just chatted with her about her Disney trip, which was fun. But that was a really, really fast sale. After that, this Ted Baker just still hasn't been rated. So I don't know what's going on with that. I sold these Nike Air Foamposite shoes. These I got at Plato's Closet for $14 or $16. They were called the Weatherman. You can see like the radar stuff there, like, you know, not logo, graphic, like print, whatever. Anyway, they were really cool. Very unique. They sold for $79. I think the Foamposites, I'm not a huge sneaker person, but I'm pretty sure the style can do pretty well. So check the colorway that you have and stuff like that. And then I sold this outdoor research vest for $34.02, size medium. It was a down vest, so that did make it more valuable. If you look on the materials and you see down in the filling for coats or vests, that doesn't mean every brand will sell, but it usually does tend to make them worth more. So that is it on Mercari. On Depop, I sold these Merrell shoes. These were getting a lot of attention. They did sell for $24.80 eventually, which I didn't have them listed that high, but it does seem like that the hiking shoes are selling really well right now. So I am tending to pick up more than I normally would. And for some reason on Depop, they're getting a lot of attention. So size 8 Merrell hiking shoes. These were in pretty good condition and yeah, sold quickly. So that was great. After that, I sold this vintage tank top for $22. This is the brand Bebe or BB. I don't know how you say that. So I am experimenting with the Y2K style-based pickups now. I did it a while ago. I don't feel like I researched that much. So I'm trying now to do a lot more research and know what's selling. So this one had like the pleating down here. It had this rosette. It was brown. It was halter. And I just felt like this is definitely something I would have seen back in my day. I feel like I can kind of do it because I lived through it. So I'm like, just think about what people were wearing back then. So yeah, that sold really fast on Depop for $22. And then I also sold this Coach purse. So this sold for $21.90. Just a vintage little mini Coach purse with the gray stripe. So that was a pretty decent sale as well. Okay, so let me just address, oh, that's my numbers. You guys don't, I guess I don't care if you see that, but anyway. Why I'm starting to pick up different things or like maybe change up the way I'm sourcing. So I did my $20 profit goal for a few months now. It's been a few months. And I was making good money sometimes. Sometimes I still wasn't meeting my goal, which that's fine, whatever, that's normal. But the problem is that I was having to source like a lot. I was sourcing 6 days a week, probably, I'm trying to think of what time I would leave the house, 9 to like 3, 6 hours a day. So I would have to basically go to all of the same stores multiple times a week, which is fine. Some of the stores that worked great at. But here in the Omaha area, it is a pretty decent sized city. I do have lots of competition. So it is hard to find consistently $20 items. I was putting out 12 items a day and I was maintaining that, but it was very, very hard. My store hasn't grown and I do still want to grow my store. So I was unable to grow my store. If I had to go out of town, it was hard to build up a draft bank just because I wasn't able to find regularly that many items that were in that like price profit or whatever, you know? So that was hard too. And then there was times where I felt like I just couldn't do things with people, like my family, and like to be as flexible. And so I'm like, I don't need to make this money. Like my husband can fully support us. So this is just, I mean, I'm paying for my car with it. I pay for groceries and like I pay for our fun vacations and stuff, but it's not like I need to be super hardcore, like cut things out of my life so that I can make this type of money. And so I'm just like, and with the warmer weather coming up, I don't want to work as much. Like I want to be outside. I'm going to try to have a garden for the first time in my life at like 43. I want to be able to like go to the pool and like, I mean, I don't want to spend, let's see, if I did 6 hours a day, on Saturdays I was only doing like 3, but that's like 33 hours a week sourcing, plus my listing time, plus my shipping time. Like I want to be flexible and I don't want to be tied down to the business like that. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I can still hit my profit goal, but I'm going to have to grow my store. Because if I'm listing things for cheaper and I'm picking up cheaper items, I'm still not just picking up like anything and everything. Like I'm still leaving behind like lots of Torrid, like brands that still don't do well for me. But I want to be able to pick up like style-based things that'll sell for like 25 rather than 33 or whatever. Or I want to be able to pick up like these brands, they're pretty good, but they're not going to sell for $35. So what I think I want to do moving forward is continue. I mean, obviously I'll still pick up all the good stuff and I'm still going to source as much as I can when I'm free. Like I'm not just going to like, if I have free time, I will source. I'm not the type of person to just sit around in my house and like be lazy. I actually hate that. I hate sitting around the house. So, but I think I'm just going to try to grow my store. Grace moved out. And so in our bottom garage of our house, we used to both park there and there was barely any room. Now she's gone. So there's tons of room. So I could put more shelves and stuff in there. So I easily can grow my store. So I think that's what I want to try to do. Grow my store, not worry about getting things that are only $20 profit, and just see how that goes. I know people told me like, stick with your goal. It's going to be good. But I'm like, I don't know. And then it could be like really stressful when I would like go in stores and come out with like nothing. I don't know. So let me know your guys' thoughts. I mean, ultimately I'll still make my own decision, but I do like want to hear other resellers' thoughts, what they do in their business. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So there's my like little update. Let's go back to our sales. Okay. Poshmark. I sold this bundle to a viewer. Oh, also I had 3 sales to viewers this week. I'm trying to think of what they were. One was a Barefoot Dreams cardigan that I sold for $30. That was new with tags. I probably would not have picked it up if it wasn't new. Honestly, I can't think of the other ones. Oh, my memory is so bad. I probably should have written them down. Anyway, if you guys are viewers and you buy stuff from me, thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. It definitely helps, especially when we can go off platform and I don't have to pay fees. And I just really appreciate your support of my business. So if I remember them, I'll like pop it back into the video. Okay. But this was also from a viewer. She chose to buy from me on Poshmark, which is also fine. She's bought in some Tory Burch stuff from me before, which is great. So this was a Lily Pulitzer size small, like neon yellow sweater, very bright, very fun for summer. And then a pair of Mother high-waisted looker skinny jeans. So I did have a reseller friend on Instagram message me and say, oh, I don't feel like I can sell Mother like I used to. I still sell it. I mean, these skinny jeans, I listed them at $39 because they don't do as well as the other ones. But I just sold, you'll see another pair that sold for $70 maybe. So I'm like, there's definitely still styles that will sell. And even the skinnies, if you price them correctly, I think that they can still do well. Let me open these in a new tab. Next up is a pair of Neo sandals. I possibly could have copied and relisted these with the summer because I had these since last summer and they sat and didn't sell. So now they sold for $12. If I have some downtime, that would be something that possibly could be good, like to go in and copy and relist my summer type items that I had from last year. But I don't know. I don't tend to do that very much. I don't know. But maybe I could. Actually, I probably could do that on my PrimeLister. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Okay. Let me keep going. This is a Vuori tank top that sold for $15. I would have been able to sell this for more, but it did have a small stain on the front middle and I could not get it out. It's right here. I tried to get it out twice with multiple things and it didn't work. And I'm like, I'm not going to continue to waste my time over a tank top stain. So that sold for $15. I sold these Abercrombie size 27 distressed jeans for $8. I've had these for a while. They were black. I do feel like with the Abercrombie jeans, like the lighter to medium wash blue ones tend to do better. So I don't know. It's just, they really just have gone downhill for the most part. Next up are these pair of Birkenstock sandals that sold for $25. These were a pair of Birkenstock Arizona sandals in a white color. They did have some signs of wear on the cork, the footbed, and the leather, but still $25. I think I paid $6 for those. So that is great. This brand sold really quickly, guys. So I would be on the lookout for this. This is the brand NUI. I have no idea how I say that. Nui? Nui? There's a little like logo thing right here. It just looks like this little weird little swirl. But I looked it up because it said it was 100% merino wool. So this one sold for my full asking price of $30 within a day. So I would be looking for that. Next up is a Lululemon shirt. This was new with tags. I don't know why it keeps, okay. I'm like, it's like showing other stuff on that Poshmark page. It was called the All It Takes long sleeve ribbed top. $50, new with tags, retailed for $88. That's pretty good. Some of the Lululemon, it's not going to sell for like the price it was on the tag because it goes down for sale or like on clearance at the store. Next up was these Dansko sandals that sold for $20. I'm also just trying to accept like lots of offers, but I feel like I do that normally anyway, but this week was slower. So anyway, size 41, these were a pair of Sophie black leather wedge sandals. Dansko sandals can do well for me. I find I do a little bit better with ones that are just like a smooth leather on the top. So it is definitely sandal season coming up. Next up are a pair of Tory Burch shoes that sold for $81. So yay on this. These are a size 6.5. They were called the Curbiato. How do you say that? Suede sneakers. These are so cute, so pretty. So definitely a good sale there. Next up is this dress that I had no clue on, and I went with my gut on this. It was new with tags. It was a brand Villa Gallo. I think it's just a boutique brand. Size extra large. It had this gingham print. It said that it really originally retailed for $208. So I was like, you know what? I'll just try it. I did look it up, I think. But I just figured with summer coming up, this was a really cute style, and I was right. So that was nice. This jacket sold really fast. It sold for $30. It was this vintage jacket from the brand Nicola Berti. So it has this interesting, all of these little like fur. I think it was real rabbit fur. And these parts like poking out. I don't know. It was really weird. But weird stuff sells. And that sold for $30 like in a day. I sold these Nilly Lotan pants for $18. Nilly Lotan is an expensive brand and it can do good in some stuff. But I think that these basic just like little straight leg chino pants aren't the most desirable. Plus these were in a size 2. So the smaller sizes can be harder to sell. So I have had those for a while. So glad to get those moving. Next up is a Quince. I think that's how you say it. I'm never going to figure this out. Dress. Brown, white, striped, organic cotton, tiered, mini dress, new with tags. So this brand's been selling fast for me. Not for a lot of money, but it has been selling fast. So I'll probably continue picking it up. I sold these Eileen Fisher pants for $12. Even in the plus size, a lot of Eileen Fisher pants aren't going for that much for me anymore. These ones were in a size large. They were just a pair of like the classic black pull-on pants. So I probably should just be leaving those behind at this point. Next up is a pair of Lululemon joggers that sold for $29. These were called the Ready to Rulu joggers. I've sold these before in multiple colors and sizes. So yeah, that was a pretty decent sale. I sold these Lily Pulitzer shorts for $20. Actually, these were ones, okay, I did start doing that. I did start going back and either raising prices or relisting because these were below $12. I think I raised them up to $25. And then my PrimeLister sent out an offer of $20 and they accepted it. So maybe I just need to go through the rest of my stuff. So these were the Buttercup shorts. They don't have like a super high average sale cost, but $20, that's pretty decent for some shorts. Next up were a pair of New Balance shoes that sold for $30. These were the Minimus style, and the Minimus can do pretty good. So they are a very lightweight, and you'll be able to tell because it literally says it right here. Oops, I uploaded the same photo twice. It says it on the end right there, New Balance Minimus. Men's and women's can do good with that style, so I would pick them up if they are clean. I sold these Judy blue jeans for $35. These were a pair of size 14 blue jogger high-rise straight fit jeans. I just had a buyer on, or a possible buyer on Facebook Marketplace message me, which that's also been a freaking pain. Why don't they have customer support? Like literally, because I keep having people message me and they're like, oh, I'm interested in this, but the part where it says buy it, it's grayed out. And even though I am choosing to offer shipping, it's not letting it. It's not letting people do that. And so I don't know why. And it's very frustrating because some people are leery to go off platform and then I just like lose the sale. So that sucks. I sold this Lululemon hoodie for $27. This was an older style, but it was just like a classic gray full zip scuba. So I think just because it was like a good classic style, I mean, I guess it wasn't that old. It had the numbers and stuff. So I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, I guess I was thinking like it wasn't the newer cropped style. So that was good. Ariat jeans, $25. That's about what they're going for me lately, unless they're like a really good, like brand new almost, or like the longer ones can sometimes do better. These ones were in a size 28. They were a mid-rise straight pair, so I was happy with that sale. A pair of Rock Revival shorts for $30. Sometimes for me, this brand, the shorts sell better than the jeans. These ones were in a size 27. They were a pair of blue embroidered, obviously, and the style was Boris, B-O-R-I-S. They did sell pretty quickly, so I was happy with that. I sold this Ming Wang cardigan jacket for extra large for $28. It wasn't a size extra large. It had this black and green chevron print. I love picking up Ming Wang in the larger sizes. It always sells for me. And then the last thing I had was this new with tags dress. This was from the brand Nookie, which I've never heard of. I just figured with that style, let's get that lady off the screen. With a style, somebody would want this for like a party or like going out. Plus it was new with tags. It was faux leather and it was like a bodycon type dress. So $40 on that, I was pretty happy. So let's be done with Poshmark and let's go on to eBay. Okay, eBay. I sold this vintage Disney Winnie the Pooh sweatshirt for $18. This was so cute. I could not leave it behind at the thrift store. I love vintage Disney, and so it's hard for me to leave it behind. But I've been doing better with some stuff. But this one was new with tags, and I was like, oh, I have to get this. Okay. I sold this J. Crew dress for $20.50. I have had this for a little while. It was a purple, almost like tie-dye-ish print, and it was 100% silk. It didn't have like a tag with like a year on it and a style number and stuff, so I think it was older, but it was still pretty cute. Here's the other pair of those mother jeans. They sold for $31. These ones I just found this week at a thrift store. It was a new rack that came out right as I was checking out, and I went back to it, and another reseller passed over these, so I grabbed them. Both of them sold, one in that bundle, and then here's the other one. So these ones sold for $31. So I would say still get mother skinny jeans if they're priced right. Next is the brand LA Fix Sun. This is a tunic that sold for $23. I sold this brand once. I think it's just a random, almost like beachy lag and look type brand. Plus this one was wow, if I can talk. This was 100% linen. It was a one size tunic with the weird pocket in the back. We don't know what that's about. So that sold really fast. Another Ming Wang cardigan set. This one sold for $40.50. In a size 3X, larger sizes do better. The sets with the tank tops obviously can do even better. So if you see those, pick them up. I sold this Jean Marc tunic for $32. This was in a size 3X and it was very colorful, so giving me very spring vibes. Does this look like a creepy face to you guys right here? Look at that. Okay, that's kind of creepy. All right, anyway, moving on. Here's that other top from that NUI brand. This one also sold for $30, so there's that little logo. Be on the lookout for that brand. Let me know if you've sold it before. I sold these Sesto Miucci loafers for $25. They were a pair of, I think they're vintage, leather, kind of like a woven texture, slip-on loafers. This brand can do okay for me, but it doesn't really go for much more than $25 or $30. I sold these Silver Lake jeans for $50, so that was exciting. I just found these recently, so it is spelled without the I and the E in silver. These were the London crop high-rise. It did say the style right here, which was great. They sold really fast for $50. Next up is a pair of Ms. Moo's shoes that sold for $23. These ones gave me the same vibes as these Free People shoes that I've sold before. So these were leather in a size 11. This brand is okay. Doesn't go for a ton. Next up are these Babaton pants that sold for $8. These were a pair of size medium pull-on pants, and they did have a stain that I couldn't get out, so I listed them lower. But even so, oh my gosh, the glare, you guys. But I feel like you're not really looking at my face. Anyway, even so, I probably should stop getting those. Okay, next up is a Lily Pulitzer cover-up. This sold for $30. I just listed this, so that was a really fast sale. It was also in a size extra large, so this was really pretty, very lightweight, beachy. So I was excited that sold so fast. I sold this Clara Sun Woo top for $15.30. The smaller sizes don't do as well. I did experiment for this with a little bit, but they're not doing as good, so I need to just stick with like the larger sizes. That one has like a polka dot knot front detail. This sweater sold super fast. It was an Anthropologie sweater that sold for $31.50. Very bright, colorful, like knit fleece. It did have an alpaca blend, so I did go ahead and put that in the title. I sold this Lululemon Swiftly Tech shirt for $28. I feel like the Swiftly Techs aren't going for as much as they used to, but I will still pick them up. This one wasn't a size 6. The size is just inside the bottom hem, so that's how you can find that out. Next up was this Smartwool jacket. This was getting a lot of attention on all of the platforms. It sold for $33.60. I think just with hiking season coming up, people are going to be looking for that type of stuff. Plus, it was 100% merino wool. Next up are these Lululemon size 10 tracker shorts. These sold for $23 on an offer. I had them listed for higher, but like I said, I am accepting, like, if I wouldn't have accepted a lot of these offers, my sales would have been like really, really bad this week. So I'm just like, yes, let me just accept unless it's just literally a horrible offer. Especially with stuff I find all the time. Like I find Lululemon all the time. Next up are these Haflinger clogs. They sold for $40, so definitely a bolo. I've sold this brand before. They're usually a pair of like wool slip-on clogs, and that's what the logo looks like. This is my nutritionalist. Tuesday, March 4th at 11:30. Yes, please verify that you can come. Yes, okay. Next up is an Alpenrock coat. This is exciting. This sold for $125, you guys. I think this is the first time I've ever sold this brand. I got this at Clothes Mentor for $30. So this was a really, really great flip. It was a burgundy like ski coat. It was a little scary at first though, because the buyer in their address section, they had an email address, not their street address. So I had to message them and they didn't answer me in a day. And then I'm like, oh crap, because now I'm getting into late shipment on eBay, which can affect your store. So luckily, when I messaged them the second time, they gave me the correct address. I was able to edit it and get it shipped out for them. Okay, let me see when these sales are from. And then I need to put that appointment into my calendar. These are from February 21st through the 28th. Okay, so we're still good here. Abercrombie & Fitch shorts. These are the dad shorts in a size 27. The dad shorts do seem to be doing better for me as far as the style, or like the best. I need some new shorts. I want some new shorts before I go to Disney, like a good pair of like jean shorts, but I don't know what style I want. I don't like the really long ones, but I don't want like the skanky short ones. First of all, I'm not going to wear that. Plus I'm 40 something. So I don't want to be like looking like I'm trying to look like I'm 20. And then I got some cute like American Eagle ones, but then the distressing was like super far up on my leg. And I'm like, this looks like I'm trying to be young. I don't know. Anyway, I haven't found like a good pair, so I'm going to keep looking at the thrift stores. Hopefully I can find one there because I don't like to pay full price for stuff. Okay, Bolo brand here, Tecovas boots. Tecovas is a great brand to be on the lookout for. I accidentally put a picture of some kind of heels in here. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm so bad. Here's what it says on the inside though. Here's how it's spelled. Men's and women's cowboy boots can do great for those. So those sold for $90. That was a great sale. Next up was this Quince dress. This sold for $33.60. This was a white linen maxi dress, I think. Yeah, well, maybe midi dress. Scoop neck, very cute, very quick sale. I sold this Vince sweater. It was a tan wool cashmere ribbed cardigan. This sold for $30. This retailed for obviously way more than that, but Vince just doesn't sell for that much. So I was still happy with that. This was a bundle of 2 items. They both sold together for $169. It was a Johnny Was gold champagne beaded dress and a beige size small twist front dress. So that was really exciting. I sold these Agoldi jeans for $30. Agoldi doesn't sell as well as it used to for all styles, so you do need to look them up. These were the Lana straight legs. But it was still a quick sale because I priced them at market. That's something else I'm trying to do, is just not overprice my items and then hope for offers, or like send out big offers. Like, I just want to price them at market. And then even if they get an offer, like, they're getting it even cheaper. So hopefully people will come to my sales more than others that like overprice them. So we'll see. I See by Connie K jacket sold for $15. This was a size small. This brand doesn't do that well for me in the smaller sizes anymore, so I'm leaving that behind. And then I sold this 360 cashmere sweater. It did have a loose, oh wait, that wasn't a loose thread. That's just where it connected. Size small, 100% cashmere, 23? Yeah, no, 18. I think I've had that for a little bit. Next up was a Ming Wang cardigan set, another one. This one sold for $40, so you can see why I love selling this brand. It always sells good for me. In a size 1X, I haven't had that one that long, so yay. Vintage Obermeyer coat sold for $40. This was scary because usually all my coats are hung up. This one wasn't. So I had put it in a one of my inventory bags, I think, because I could fold it and squish it small enough to put it in one of the big ones. But I didn't have it in the listing of where it was, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I have so many bins. I'm like, do I want to go one by one through every bin to find this? I was like, maybe I will later. And then I was just walking by my row of bins, and I could see the super bright, colorful stuff sticking out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, praise. So thank goodness I found that. $40 sale on that. LuLaRoe shorts, $15 with a 20% off coupon. Size 34, dark wash. They used to do well. They don't anymore. Lily Pulitzer dress sold for $15. I've had this for over a year. I remember having this last summer. This was getting marked down multiple times, so it did finally sell. This Brunello Cucinelli tank top is getting returned because she said she just didn't like it. Anyway, whatever. So we're not going to talk about that. Fry boots, $33.60. These were in a size 11. They were the Reina block ankle boots. Fry boots can do better with the leather and the taller ones, but the ankle ones can still do pretty decent as well. This Allie Miles top sold for $24. This was a black and yellow printed top. It wasn't a size extra large, so larger sizes do better for this. So that was a decent sale, and that's it, guys. That's it for my sales. So let me go through my numbers if I can enlarge myself here. The personal sales, or the off-platform sales, was $85. Depop I made $77.99. Mercari I made $103.44. eBay I made $603.77. Poshmark I made $527.48. So total I made $1,397.68. This is minus cost of goods. This is minus fees. So this is profit. That did average out to $199.67 per day, lower than what I want. But at this point, I'm not going to stress on that. And I still feel like it was a pretty good week. It was kind of slow, but it was still pretty good. And I found some good stuff. So I have a fun Thrift With Me video coming up on Sunday. So make sure you guys come back for that. Hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend of sales. Bye.